and welcome to Unwanted Commentary. I'm Coco, and today is a very special day because the MrBeast Finger on the App challenge is over. Yes, we have the winners, but you knew that if you clicked on this video. Anyway, before we get into the final results of the challenge, I just want to talk about some honorable mentions because some people, even though they didn't win first place in this challenge, they got a pretty good payday. For example, you have this guy who is streaming on YouTube, and I was actually watching him, and he didn't end up winning, but he got like over $1,000 in super chats and new member subscriptions. He got like 10,000 new subscribers from streaming him playing this game. He was hanging out with his buddies. It was a really nice stream to watch. I mean, he even got a shout out from MrBeast and Chris on Twitter. Like, that's super dope, especially for a YouTuber. Like, I would have personally loved that, but I wouldn't have made it that far, to be completely honest. So I'm really happy for this guy. And then you got this guy who went from 4 followers on Instagram to over 300,000 followers on Instagram. From him just making Instagram posts that were documenting him playing the game. I mean, his girlfriend did it, so he has a girlfriend, so that's a double win for him. 300,000 Instagram followers and a girlfriend. This guy is really winning at life. And I also want to say that I was kind of right and I was kind of wrong. I said that this challenge wouldn't last over a week, but I also said that I thought it would last only like a day. And clearly 3 days is 3 times as long as 1 day.
Yes, science!
So you win this round. But someone in my comments did say that MrBeast likes to end his challenges after 36 hours. And I understand that. MrBeast would probably want to have his challenge end because they could deprive themselves of sleep, and that's not healthy. And MrBeast is a really caring guy, so he definitely doesn't want to harm people that are just competing in his challenges.
Also, some dummy could try to sue him for liability if they get hurt.
Which is why towards the end, he was trying to get people out. He was calling them, hoping they would pick up and they would get out. That was kind of mean, but I mean, you should know better. This one guy, he was smart. He gave his mom's phone number to MrBeast in the app, so when MrBeast called him, his mom picked up and he could just keep playing the game.
Did you put in your mom's phone number?
This is unreal.
Did you put your mom's phone number in?
I did.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to get you out, you sly dog.
So that's a pro gamer move. Very smart. We salute you, sir. Gamer Nation. But yeah, in my last video, I gave a lot of tips that would help you win this game. But I totally forgot about one that kept getting people out. And that's the stupid thought known as Siri. Dude, people were streaming this. And in the chat, you know how you can do text-to-speech? People were putting in chats that said Siri, right? Or Ziri. So that Siri would open up because the app's on iPhone. So everyone has Siri. So that's actually how this guy who was streaming lost a life. And how this guy got out.
Hey Ziri, I appreciate the... Oh my god!
I don't know what that means.
It's very sad. I wouldn't have thought about it because I don't have an iPhone and I don't use these terrible voice assistants because honestly, I hate them.
Now prepare to die.
But if you were a streamer, you would know better than to read out everything that chat says. I mean, like, Ziri, Siri, like, you'd have to put that together in your head that, oh shit, I shouldn't say Siri because it will activate Siri and then the game will end. But yeah, I was live streaming at TikTok last night and all these fucking kids are like typing out terrible messages that are very inappropriate because they wanted me to read them out. Like, come on guys, I'm not a boomer and I wasn't born yesterday. I know your tricks, losers. But yeah, towards the end, like, I think starting at 13 left, MrBeast started offering money. He offered this guy $2,000 to leave. He offered this guy $5,000 to leave. He offered this guy $10,000 to leave. And finally, at the end, at the final 4, he decided to give all 4 of the final people $20,000 each. That's ridiculous, right? Because you thought that this challenge was only going to be giving out $25,000. But at the end of the day, he gave out $80,000 for first place and then like $10,000. He gave out like $100,000 for this challenge. So MrBeast, you really are Mr. Moneybags. Please donate to me on Patreon. Actually, no, you'll probably never see this.
This is so sad.
And it's actually super awesome that you made this challenge because it proves a point. It proves a point that with enough determination, you can do crazy things like staying up for 72 hours with your finger on an app. Like at first it sounds easy, but you have to think about what happens to the brain after staying up even like 24 hours. You start to like slip away into la la land. I would have totally messed up before 24 hours, but imagine being like half in your sleep, haven't really eaten properly. You constantly have to make sure not to get out with one hand. It's ridiculous. ridiculous. So it shows you if you're persistent and you put your mind to something, you can succeed. But most people don't do that because unlike in this challenge where the prize is guaranteed, if you are the last person, you will win the giant prize of money, which these people did. But in real life, say you have like a YouTube channel like me and you put in a lot of work, you know, it's not a guaranteed thing, right? If I put in so many hours working on a video, it might not blow up. So that's why it's kind of discouraging. But if you know the end goal is guaranteed, you're more likely to actually be persistent with it. And I think overall this goes really well with MrBeast. Kind of like his whole channel theme is just craziness and persistence. Like, remember when MrBeast was like counting to 100,000 and stuff like that? I didn't understand it, I didn't appreciate it, but when you think about it, it takes a lot of persistence and like willpower to do that kind of stuff. So even if it's completely stupid and kind of pointless at the end of the day, it shows that he has determination that lots of other people don't have. And yeah, I was working on another video and this video is kind of silly, but I really wanted to challenge myself to make this video really fast because the other video I was working on was taking a really long time and you guys deserve content and I want to get to like at least 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Like, I'm allowed to dream. So my dream is actually 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, but I'm not gonna get there if I don't make videos, which is why I was like, I need to make this video in 3 hours. So thank you, MrBeast. You've actually inspired me to do this. And hopefully the quality of this video will still be good. You know, like I like to put quality content out there. I'm not gonna just slap a video together. Like that's garbage. Like, I'm not just gonna lazily slap a video together. That's not my style, you know?
Classy.
But also, another thing that I thought about, the people who won $20,000 for their 72 hours of putting the finger on the app, they can put stuff on their LinkedIn, right? Professional software tester. My last rate was, what is it? 20,000 divided by 72. That's about like $275 an hour. $275 an hour for putting your finger on an app. That is ridiculous. Like, you can say, hey, I got paid $275 an hour at my last job, and then people will be like, what was your last job? And then you shut up because that's ridiculous. And also, I am really glad that a robot didn't win. I bet MrBeast and everyone else is really glad that a robot didn't win. Like according to MrBeast, some people tried to change their time settings in their phone and say they won. But as a good app designer would know, you have the backend service that actually keeps track of when people joined the game and who's actually left. So people who thought you were really sly by changing the time on your phone, you're not. Shut up. Engineers win. Engineers are smarter than you. Unless you're an engineer yourself and you know how to like But yeah, in conclusion, MrBeast has really upped the game in content creation by making this challenge that includes the audience. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next crazy scheme is that he comes up with. Because honestly, this man is super generous and he's just like, he makes really positive content. I love you, MrBeast. I'm simping for you, MrBeast. But yeah, if you're new here, watch another video. Make sure you want to subscribe to me before you do it. And if you like this video, smash subscribe. Okay, I really appreciate it. Also, thank you to my patrons. Y'all are really awesome and your support means a lot to me. And as always, leave a cool comment so your comment might be at the end of the next video. And also, never share your password.